Alright, this isn't going to be much of a video, but more of a test of my new cell phone. This cell phone I'm using is an LG V40. I want to see how well it can record fish and how well the audio sounds. Because I'm going to end up probably using this as my main source to record videos for both my fish channel and my main channel. So with that said, I'll also take this opportunity to give a small fish update and whatnot. So as you can tell, this is my 20 along. I do not have the flower horns with me anymore. I did go and rehome them. Reason being because the baby bettas I've been taking care of for about 2 months now, I believe. They're getting fairly cramped in the 2 tanks they're in. One batch was in a 5.5 and another one was in a 10 gallon. They're pretty freaking cramped in both tanks. So I went and just planted this tank out with all nice fake plants for them to give them all areas to hide in, break up their line of sight and whatnot, and make this tank look like something. I mean, this is kind of what I wanted this tank to look like when I first initially set it up, about like 2 years ago now. But as you can tell, I got all my little baby bettas in here and a few little guppies, and everyone's doing great. Of course, they're still trying to get used to their tank. Some of them are out and about. Some of them are coming through the glass for food, even though I just fed their butts. What do you expect? They are betta fish after all. Even some of them are just hiding out in the little pineapple, as you clearly can tell. I had a perfect chance to take a picture, but I didn't take it. It seems like the autofocusing actually works fairly well if I have them right in front of the glass like this. But if I try to do something like this and they're in front of some in front of the fake plants, the autofocusing has a little bit of a hard time. But sometimes if I do this with the camera, the autofocus will actually pick it up properly. But it is also hit and miss with this camera. It's one of the very few things I never liked about Android is the autofocusing. It's always hot garbage on Android compared to my iPhone, but the video and the audio quality that this phone actually produces is far superior to my iPhone. So I'm willing to put up with the oddball autofocusing. But it does every now and then get the proper autofocus. But at least once it actually gets its autofocus, it actually keeps it. Granted, that's if the fish is going relatively slow. Come on, autofocus. Oh, well, let's all focus on the dragon scale. Oh yeah, also I do have quite a few dragon scale bettas in my spawn, which is quite amazing. Oh, it has some interesting little color patterns. That one is an elephant ear. I got a few dragon scales and I also got a few elephant ears in my collection. Which again I'm very impressed with, and especially now you can really see that I do have double tails. Granted the camera will focus on it. There we go. Good grief, I'm spending 4 minutes of me just recording my baby bettas. I guess there is a few more things I want to update on, but I just want to record my baby bettas for a little while. Have something to look at when I'm uploading this on the YouTube, so I can actually see how it all came out. I got that autofocus perfect. It just took a couple seconds. Here's what I also did. I got these a few days ago. And as you can tell, they're the cool type of, or at least cool type for me, of angelfish. They're the orange koi angels, I believe. I don't actually know what they're called. I just know they're orange koi. Been wanting these type of angels for a while. These things are $16 a piece at my local fish store. I was only able to get these two due to the fact I gave them my two female flower horns. So they're willing to cut me a deal so I can basically just give them $10, and I got these two little guys. I am planning to go and get at least 1 to 2 more, but for right now, these are the two I got right now in my possession. I also put in a few little baby guppies in there for them to chase. Granted, they're more or less chasing the female, so poor female. But yeah. And of course, here is the 5.5. Just turn into a guppy tank. 1 male with 3 females. I should have baby guppies in about a month or so. So this right here I'm actually very happy for, because the way I initially had this tank set up with the poppus plants on the bottom, it looked incredibly ugly. So I decided to do a massive water change, clean the tank out, make it look nice and clean, and basically put the poppus plants into 2 pots on each side of the tank, open the tank up for the angels, and also make it look a lot more appealing, at least to me. And for I know someone said that poppus plants will die underwater. I don't know if he even watches these videos or not, but if he does stumble across this one, these poppus plants, they've been underwater in this tank for about 3 to 4 months now, and they're doing just fine. Though they might have to reacclimate to the pot, but other than that, they're doing fine. And of course, I have poppus plants on the top here too. And of course, this is my biggest Panoy. This one keeps getting beat on, mostly by this one right here. What really sucks is that these two are the only two I have left of a Blake and Sons first gen spawn. So I really don't want to get rid of them, but this one's being a massive pain in the butt. So I'm going to end up giving this one the world's underwater too, so it can get rehomed. It is an asshole. It's only picking on this one. This one's all beat up. It's not picking on the platinums or my panoys. It's not picking on my little platinum here. Hell, the platinum's in perfect condition too. If anything, the platinum's being a bit of a jerk, but that's normal. He's not going full on beat mode like this asshole. So with that said, make this video not 10 minutes and not any more boring than it needs to be. I'm just going to stop it here and see how the video actually came out on YouTube, because got YouTube compression and everything else. So hopefully the audio and the video will actually look halfway decent compared to a lot of my other videos I've uploaded in the past.